Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alice Rita, and in my video today, I'm going to be telling you about the doctoral training partnership. The Norwich Research Park is located in Norwich, and Norwich is a fine, beautiful city that is full of cathedrals and historical landmarks. And the Norwich Research Park is home to over 40 businesses in 100,000 square feet land area, and this community includes organizations ranging from a startup to those that are rapidly growing and research institutes. The Norwich Research Park is a partnership between the University of East Anglia, the Norfolk and Norwich Hospital, the NHS Foundation Trust, and four independent research institutes. These four independent institutes are the Earlham Institute, the Sainsbury Laboratory, the John Innes Center, and the Quadrum Institute. These four independent institutes have different research focus, and you can see from the beautiful pictures that the Norwich research community is a unified one in tackling global challenges that faces daily human lives, global crop production, and understanding the biology of fungal and other pathogen and insects. I completed my PhD at the Sainsbury Laboratory within the Norwich Research Park, and the Sainsbury Laboratory is an independent research institute that focuses on plant health for a sustainable future. It makes fundamental research discovery in plant microbe interaction and apply this to reduce crop loss caused by plant diseases, particularly in low-income countries. So it's a wonderful place to do your PhD. If you are looking to start your PhD next year, the application is ongoing now for the doctoral training partnership. The doctoral training partnership, it's a program that builds on an established history of working in partnership, offering students the opportunity to become part of a vibrant multinational research community within which they can learn from internationally recognized scientists and contribute to new and exciting discoveries. What makes this scholarship to be attractive is that it's open to all international students. It's open to students with first or upper class degree, and even if a student have a lower second class degree and a master degree, the students can be considered for this scholarship. As I've mentioned at the beginning of this video, that the students are expected to conduct a 3-month professional internship program, which is known as PIPS, and this is usually undertaken during the third semester, during their third year. So if you wish to gain an experience in an industry in your field of research, this particular scholarship, this particular funding covers your 3-month internship in a company or in an organization of your choice that is related to your study, to your research program. And this gives you an extra added value because you can go back to these places of placement after you finish your PhD to work with them if that's your area of interest. The Norwich Research Park Bioscience Doctoral Training Partnership, it brings together 5 world-class institutions on a single site, and these 5 independent institutions includes the John Innes Center, the Earlham Institute, the Quadrum Institute, the Sainsbury Laboratory, the University of East Anglia. I currently completed my PhD at the Sainsbury Laboratory, and this independent institution have different research areas. So if you're looking to work with plants to understand the biology and the the cell biology, anything plants, insects, pathogen related, your best bet is the John Innes Center and the Sainsbury Laboratory. If you're looking to go into more biotechnology and the synthetic part of biology or artificial intelligence, your best bet is the Earlham Institute. And if you are looking to work with anything food science related, gut microbiology, and human health, your best bet is the Quadrum Institute. And if you're looking to do a research within a university, and within university there are usually several departments, which is not limited, then your best bet is to apply to the University of East Anglia. So these different institutions are under the umbrella known as the Norwich Research Park, and they've advertised together on this platform I'm going to be showing you, the Doctoral Training Partnership. What projects are available? In order for you to choose the projects you are interested in, when you're on the Norwich Research Park website, you click on the project available. And when you click on the project available, here you can filter by which institute you want to do your research at. Remember, if you want to do your research in anything genome, artificial intelligence, or synthetic biology, your best bet is the Earlham Institute, and there are about 9 different projects that is available at the Earlham Institute. And these 9 different projects are advertised here, and you can already see that there is this project on the exciting life of giants, single-cell molecular and functional studies of megakaryocytes. If you click on that, it's going to give you the full detail, a summary of what the project is about, and it's best for you to read the abstracts of these different 4 publications that has been advertised at the base of that particular project, because this will give you an overview of what you are going to be working on, and this references gives you the background knowledge of the project you are applying to. And here is the Sainsbury Laboratory. As I told you, I finished my PhD at the Sainsbury Laboratory. You can see here there is a project with Dr. Frank Menke, which is about investigating the PMK1 MAP kinase in rice blast fungus. And this project is associated with Dr. Frank Menke and Professor Nick Talbot. So if you're working with PMK1, our group works with PMK1. So you're going to be doing a lot of proteomics related projects. And here you can read the references here, particularly the abstracts, to get the idea of the type of methodology that you might be that are mostly used in that lab. Also, if you are looking to work with my amazing supervisor, the one I did my PhD with is Professor Nick Talbot. And the group works mostly on the fungal cell, molecular and cellular biology of Magna Porte. And you can see here they advertised a project on investigating effector function in rice blast fungus by Magna Porte oryzae. This is your opportunity to get trained by an amazing mentor. I learned a lot in the 5 years I spent with Professor Nick Talbot, and you can already see from my graduation video about how I started in the group without knowing anything cell biology related, and me graduating to be an expert in microscopy. In this project, you're going to be working mostly about the cell biology and effector biology of Magna Porte. So this might be an interesting project for anyone that is interested in molecular cell biology and plant pathogen interaction. And the third project at the Sainsbury Laboratory is the one from Professor Wemboma. She's an amazing mentor. If you get to know her, you will be lucky you will be so fortunate to have her as your supervisor. And you can read here the different references. You can see that you're going to be working with Umycete pathogen. So the project is effector evolution in plant pathogen, and you can see here a summary has been made. This summary should guide you in writing your motivation or statement of purpose letter. And do not delay, because the application deadline is the 21st of November for any of the project that is advertised. If you are looking to do something more plants related, then coming to John Innes Center is your best bet. And you can see that at the John Innes Center, they have 23 PhD positions advertised for October 2023. So these various projects have already been funded, and that's why the different groups are advertising them. You can see from already the figure that is presented, already give you an idea that, okay, this group works with seed, something more genetic related. This some cell biology here. You can see here, this is more on modeling. So if you're interested in in cell biology and modeling, this might be your best bet. If I return to the list to check on the other programs that is available at the Earlham Institute, you can see here that there is another project on sequencing the hair to identify plant pathogen before the desiccate crop. There's another interesting project here. This different code that you are seeing here, it relates to the group or the department that is advertising their project. So if you look at here, if I click on this particular project, this project is going to be supervised by Dr. Richard Leggett, and the references have been provided at the end of the summary of the project you are going to be applying to. Remember that it is always vital for you to read the abstract, even if you did not go through the whole paper that is of these references, so that you can know what you're applying into, and that helps you to prepare. Don't wait until it is too late for you to apply. You can see here, arbuscular mycorrhizal signaling in wheat. This is a project that is advertised by Dr. Miriam Charpentier. You can see here they already put 2 references for you to read, so that you can use that to prepare your application letter, which is usually the statement of purpose or the motivation letter. So that will give you a strong idea on how to write a convincing letter. If you don't read any of the references and you just apply, you might as well be wasting your time without reading the 1 or 2 references from the advertised position. And I would quickly rush through the projects that's available at the University of East Anglia. You can see that the University of East Anglia, which is the 5th partner, it has about 27 projects that is available for you to apply to. So in total, 60 brilliant students are going to be enrolled by October 2023 to do a DTP funded project, which is an amazing scholarship. So there are all these projects available at the University of East Anglia, and the different code, you can see the reference codes are. In order for you to apply for any of the 70 advertised projects, the first step is for you to decide which of the 70 projects you're applying into. Are you applying for a project at the Sainsbury Lab, or at the UEA, or at the Quadrum Institute? Number 2 is for you to check your eligibility. If you already check your eligibility, which is mostly that you finished with a first or second class, upper second class or UK honor degree, or the equivalent from outside university. Even if you have a lower second class degree, you're going to be considered if you have a master degree. So if you have a master degree plus if you have a lower second class honor in your first degree, and then in your second degree you have a master's, this will help you to get the funding. And you can see there is no unrealistic eligibility function. The other eligibility is for you to meet the minimum English language requirements, which is for you to pass the English test. And the third thing for you to do is to submit your application to the University of East Anglia. So the University of East Anglia is where you're going to be receiving your award from, irrespective of that the project is advertised at the Sainsbury Lab, or at the UEA, or at the Quadrum Institute. Your degree, your PhD degree certificate, is going to be issued by the University of East Anglia, and that is why the 5 institutes are partnered. So we go to the UEA program website, you click on apply. Yes. So you're going to click on apply as an international student if you're applying from outside. And it is in this stage that you're going to select which program you need. And as for any application, you know that you need your official transcript and degree certificates, you need your English proficiency, you need your personal statement, which you can write by reading the description of the advertised project. So if you read any of the description here, this will help you to write a solid motivation letter. And also if you read the abstract from the provided references, this will help you to guide your writing. The other thing you need is a research statement, which is a statement that is related to the project that has been advertised. So do you have our theoretical background in that area? You need to write this research statement, and it is already written here that this should include why you are applying for the project, an outline of your relevant current knowledge, and the skills. You need to indicate there the skill sets that you have, that is indicating how this will help you complete the research and your training needs. You need your curriculum vitae. If you don't know how to write a curriculum vitae, check out one of my videos. My last video shows you how to design your curriculum vitae without you needing to pay anybody to design it for you. And of course, the last part of any application is that you always need a tool referee. So this is why it's good for you to get all this ready. You have until 21st of November to gather all these documents to make your application. And when you are ready to apply, you click on apply here. I'm going to put the link to this for you to be able to I'll click on the apply button directly. And you're going to be clicking on the postgraduate research application, and you go through the step. It's a very easy step because everything is described in a sequential order, and when you finish, it's going to ask you to upload the different documents that is required, which is your transcripts, your motivation letter, your research letter, your referee, your curriculum vitae, and then you click submit, and then you'll be awaiting decision. Mostly the decision for this funding is usually made at the beginning of the year. So by February, I think you should already know the outcome of your application, and you can already know whether you are coming to Norwich Research Park, to any of the independent research or institute at the Norwich Research Park. I wish you all the best with your application. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And until next time, bye.